Oh, this is awesome. I got one of my TikTok buddies on. Hey, how's it going, Andrew?
Man, I'm doing great, but I'm sweating a little over here because I'm fangirling a bit. This is the first time I've actually met you and talked to you in person.
I know you were at the film, but I didn't get to meet you there, but Roger had great things to say about you. So
Yeah,
I want to talk to you about some specific things, if that's okay.
sure. I like specific.
First of all, we're launching season 3 of Talk to the Bear, and you're the inaugural guest.
Yes.
So show them the tats. I want to show them the tattoos on your arms. I want to talk tattoos and TikTok. So how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was, I believe, 15 when I got my first one.
Yeah. And did you do that with or without the parental permission?
I had parental permission, but they led me astray. I was basically getting tattooed by somebody who learned how to do it in prison.
And, That's not good. That's not good.
Unless 40 hours.
Unless you're in prison. Were you in prison at 15 and then had to get that day? Because then that would be fine.
No, I just wanted a little taste, so I started with the tattoos, and I decided that was enough for me. I wasn't going to go full on prison.
Now, so did your parents have tattoos?
I think my mom had a cross or something on her hand right here.
Uh-huh. So they couldn't really do the, hey, you can't have tattoos, we don't have tattoos argument.
Right. Yeah, they went under the needle for 10 seconds and forever ruined that for themselves.
Were they scared?
I didn't ask them.
Oh, you didn't care. Typical 15-year-old. That's good. That's why. Well, 15-year-olds are important because they're ruling the TikTok world, which is great because the TikTokers now, the 15-year-olds are making fun of the 30-year-olds, which is fantastic. They're calling them old.
Yeah, well, they better watch out because we're going to come take over TikTok.
I was just going to say, how old are you?
I'm 31.
So that makes you a millennial.
I know, I'm old now.
So
Millennials are old.
So how does it feel? You guys were picking on older people for so many years, and now the younger people are picking on. How does that feel?
Whoa. I was never a part of the crowd that was picking on the older people. Yeah. At least I never did it to their face.
You were an outlier. Yeah, you were doing it behind their back like all the smart people because you knew eventually you would get old too. But now everybody's calling 30-year-olds old. That's hysterical. So have you made your arrangements for your funeral since you're 30 and old, or is that what you do now?
I've been told I have actually got a few hints that I should be starting my trust and my estate planning.
Yeah, do you have all your affairs in order? Because cable might get disconnected.
1 foot in the grave over here.
So let's talk a little bit about TikTok. So what tip would you give people on TikTok?
Tip for people on TikTok? Well, are we talking about tips for the old people on TikTok? Or are we talking tips for the 15-year-olds who are dominating?
Well, you can't give tips to the 15-year-olds. They're kicking everybody's ass. So you can give tips to the millennials who are too old, according to the 15-year-olds, and you can give tips to the people who would be the grandparents of the 15-year-olds. So what would you tell them to do?
All right, here's what I would tell you to do. 1, study everything the 15-year-olds are doing, and then do it better than they could ever do it because you've got at least twice as much time of living on Earth to make you more clever than they are.
Wow, that sounds like a little form of child abuse, but that's okay. So you don't got to pick on them. You can. So what's your favorite thing about TikTok?
It is probably the most addicted I've gotten to a social media platform this quickly.
That's right.
And being somebody, personally being obsessed with video, what's going to be absolutely insane is 10 years from now when all these 15-year-olds are in the professional world and they're doing marketing or they're making video content, they're going to kill it because they've been doing it all the time already.
They've been doing it since they were a kid. They've been on that damn phone because the parents let the phone babysit the kids, and now they know how to make these 15-second things. They have millions of viewers, and they're kicking everybody's ass.
Are you upset about this?
I love it. I love it. Nobody needs to graduate high school anymore. They just, there's TikTokers there with millions of people and millions of views, and they're making money. And the old people are like, oh, how do I make money? How do I make money? It's like, dude, just get on it.
Right?
Learn it before you make money. Jiminy Christmas.
Well, I mean, even paying attention to what those kids are doing because 1, they are going to be people who are buying your stuff eventually.
That's right.
And 2,
Well, the parents are buying your stuff right now. That's the point.
Yeah. Well, and they're gonna massively influence how marketing and sales is done in the future because of the choices they're making today.
That's right. And what I try to explain to people, somebody asked me, and I said, "Look, it's like unhidden Snapchat. That's what it is."
Yeah. Wait. So what generation is Bobby? What generation are you?
I'm only 2 years old.
Oh, so I mean, you must be famous already on TikTok then.
I get picked on all the time from people because I'm so young and successful. I was making money before I was 6 months old.
It must be so rough being young and rich.
It's tough. It's just a lot of honey, and then you drink a little too much. So back to the tattoos.
Yes.
How many? It looks like you missed a spot on your hand there. Could you put your hand back up there? I see parts that have been missed. Why don't they all? Yeah. What made you decide to do that?
Missing pieces?
No. What made you decide to say, you know what? I'm doing the whole arm. I'm doing both of the arms up until this point of the wrist.
Well, so I had made a lot of mistakes earlier on, prison tattoos and whatnot.
Right.
And so I already actually had tattoos all over my arm, just sporadically, of various types of quality and various forms of finished to unfinished. And so essentially when I came into actually making decent money in my old age, I decided that I was going to go to a professional who maybe didn't learn how to do it in prison and pay him to basically redo everything and make it consistent. And so that's where, it only really made sense to fill the arms. But I'd always wanted to fill the arms anyways. But there was no turning back because I had gotten so many tattoos all over the arms.
How long did it take?
For the final product, I think we spent 30 to 40 hours, somewhere around there. I was going, I did it all in a year. So I went like one day every other week, basically.
Because you gotta heal, right?
Yeah, and well, lucky for me, I could switch between one arm to the other arm.
Right arm, left arm. Yeah, that's right.
It's just intense because you're there for 6-7 hours. Doing that every 2 weeks, your body starts to like regret going. Like as soon as you're driving there, it's like, no, you don't want to do this. Let's not do this.
Right. So now you have kids.
I do.
How many?
Three of them.
What are their ages?
8, 6, and 4, and they're never going to beat me in TikTok.
They're never going to beat you. Well, yeah, that's right. Because there'll be some new thing called Lick Lock or something. That'll be their big thing because they're 6-year-olds. But what about when they come to you at age 9, and they say, "I want to get a tattoo"?
I'm all for it.
Really?
I actually, when my wife left me with my first kid, she left us. I think it was like the first time she ever left us alone for an hour together. I got out all the temporary tattoos. I'll send you a picture of it, but I tatted this baby up from head to toe.
That's cool. Yeah. And so what would you have them get? Like if they say if they got a boyfriend and they get a forever tattoo, you would talk them out of that though, right?
I would convince them to get the name hidden in some sort of object that could be easily.
Don't ever get the forever tattoo, right? And don't get anything. I don't understand the tattoos on the face.
On the face?
Yeah.
I just want to get one to bug my wife because it drives my wife insane.
I'll tell you what. I don't understand the tattoo on the face, and then people complaining about how they can't get a job.
Well, TikTok. I mean, you could put a tattoo on your face exactly. Right on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand some people. I mean, I just don't understand it. Well, okay. Any last piece of advice for people on TikTok?
The more risky you are with your content, the better off you're going to be.
That's right. I think one of the cool. Well, I'll tell you what I like so far. I like all the cosplayers. It's a great platform for them, right? Because it's just like they don't have to go to the conventions now. Now they can just do it in their home and nobody knows, which is nice. So more are coming out of the cosplay closet, which is nice.
But it's like going inside the closet to come out of the closet.
Exactly. And I like the video where the young people are setting their parents up to be pranked because at the end of the video, it's all just a bunch of cuss words. So I like that. That one's good. And
slaps on the face.
Yeah. And I like the fact that you get to see people from all over the world doing it. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's only It's only 15 seconds, people. I mean, heck, how long? Just pick out the phone and you do it.
Yeah.
The filters are fun too. Well, cool.
I saw your alien.
Well, thank you so much. Sometimes Roger jumps on, my assistant, and does a video too with the filters. That's okay. But but I want to thank you for kicking off season 3 of Talk to the Bear.
Happy to do it.
And I encourage everybody to go get a tattoo and get on TikTok.
TikTok, tattoo.
Let's be clear. There's now more people on TikTok active than LinkedIn.
If you got a tattoo of TikTok and then you TikToked it on TikTok, I'm pretty sure you'd go viral.
That's exactly right. And we don't see anybody with a LinkedIn tattoo, do we? We don't see any of those LinkedIn local people or the LinkedIn. We don't see any blue LinkedIn tattoos on them.
We're gonna have to change that.
Everybody that gets a LinkedIn tattoo needs to go to the emergency room immediately after, unless they work for LinkedIn. unless it's the owner or the CEO. But even then,
it would be just then that Microsoft would fire them, though.
Exactly. They'd say, no LinkedIn tattoos. Why didn't you get a Microsoft tattoo? That's exactly right. Okay, thanks again, man. Have a great day.
You too.